halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Alert, alert, alert.
First carry for Darius Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, Keith.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
49 to Mike. 49. Hey, Orbit. You can't block me.
Now Allen. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Alert. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, this is Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They'll set up to throw, and it's complete. Henry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Chargers
They'll drop to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
incomplete on the throwaway. It's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no... back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darius Geis, 81 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
I can't believe I let you play. I can't believe that.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 3. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alpha. Pick me up. Here we go.
On play action, Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Allen gonna throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Jam. 49, check 49, check 49.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bills 20, Chargers 15.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. White now to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Throwing now is Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And here's Allen throwing on third and long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Looking to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now a run with Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
13 yards on the play.